Guys, Ogs here from the US. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comment below. What are you waiting for? It's still free and one click away and you are all set. Thank you so much for helping your brother. Anyways, enough with my plugging. Let's move on to the real business. The other night, Wilfried Zaha scored a wonderful goal to draw the game against Brighton. He was one team man. You know, he was playing against 11. Zaha FC against Brighton. But he managed to score that goal. He showed us really what he is capable of. And I have no doubt that this guy is going to bring some quality in the current Chelsea team. We need this guy. But the Twitter social media account went crazy after that. People comparing Wilfried Zaha with Eden Hazard, the legend. And it just got out of proportion. People bringing old story saying that Eden Hazard scored a lot of goals because he was taking our penalties, and Zaha is almost equal as, you know, Eden Hazard and all that. And you know, it was as usual, there are always two parties, right? You know, other people backing Zaha, other people, you know, trashing him, other one, you know, supporting Eden Hazard, other people trashing Eden Hazard because he's not with us anymore. So, you know, they feel free to say whatever they want about the guy. But hey, guys, I'm gonna just say this, like, you have to stop that. You know, we need to stop those stupid comparison between certain players. You know, it's happened over and over and over again with our legend. You know, like, people will consider more Tammy Abraham today and compare him to Didier Drogba or whatever it is. You know, it doesn't work like that. They all have their qualities and also have their, you know, flaws. So we have to respect each player as they are. Let's talk about Eden Hazard. This guy played in the French First Division and then won twice in a row the best player of the league, you know, every year for 2 years. He came to the Premier League, did the same. I think the PFA player of the year maybe twice, and the young player of the year once, stuff like that. Scored a lot of goals, you know, won 2 Premier League, FA Cup, 2 Europa League, you name it. Everybody knows statistics about Eden Hazard. No need really to introduce this guy anymore. True legend, class. He left Chelsea in a very respectful way to go to Madrid and always talk great about Chelsea Football Club, and even promised one day to come back to the club. Also, you have to remember that Eden Hazard played around great players like John Terry, Didier Drogba, Frank Lampard, Diego Costa, Fabregas, Matic on his prime, Willian, Pedro on his prime, Oscar. All those great players were around Eden Hazard, making his job somehow a little easier than Zaha. But it doesn't take away the fact that Eden Hazard is just one of a kind. You know, he's just unique. He's Eden Hazard. He can decide a game of football by himself. How many times this guy took us out of the jail, decided the match by himself, and gave us a victory? I don't know how many times. And last season, he was like 50% of the chances we created. And it was a very, very bad loss for us when he left to Madrid. As for Zaha, is a completely different story. How many big names are playing around Zaha? He is the only, you know, like big name, you know. He does pretty much everything by himself. Can you imagine him playing with people like Callum Hudson-Odoi, Christian Pulisic, Mason Mount, and Tammy Abraham, it's gonna be a very different story. So people need really to stop this, man. You have to stop this. Zaha hasn't really won anything, I don't know if he won something with the Ivory Coast. I have to check on that. But beside the individual price that he gets pretty much every year with Palace, I don't see anything else. And that is due to him playing at Palace instead of playing in a bigger team. And very understandable. I'm not campaigning here for Chelsea to sign Zaha, but I won't mind to have him. The amount of hate this guy is getting online is just out of control. It's just personal, has nothing to do with football, because the guy, what else do you ask from a guy like him? It reminds me of what people said when we were linked with Sadio Mane from Southampton. Everybody said that he was average, and we have Willian and Pedro and Hazard, and we don't need him, and he's just overhyped and all that. Today he is, on top there. He almost even won the Ballon d'Or. So you have to let the professional do their job. Who do you think you are to judge those people who are watching on him? They're doing that for a living, guys. Those scouts and Frank Lampard, that's what they do, right? That's their job, watching players, studying them, and making the decision. So you are sitting on your couch and condemning them, insulting them. I don't think you have that right. Wilfried Zaha is nowhere near the level of Eden Hazard at the moment. Don't get me wrong. But who knows, he might do the Cahill, the Gary Cahill scenario. Signed from Bolton, 6 months later, he was European champion. You know what I mean? If Zaha comes to Chelsea and helps us with vital goals and help us win the Champions League and finish top 4, win the FA Cup or something, it's all good for me, and I don't mind really the money we are paying for him. And just remember, Marina is not stupid. She's not gonna pay 80 million for him. She's gonna make sure the price is down, and we offload a few of our dead wood and scam some few teams by giving them our dead wood in a very high price. That's what we do. It's a Chelsea thing. Relax, man. Relax.
Big wheels keep on turning.